Hello, my name is David L. and I'm the author of You Are Gods. It's available at Amazon.com as either a digital download or a hard copy. The easiest way to get your copy is to do an author search for my name, David. My last name is spelled E-H-L, and you can order your copy at Amazon.com today. In today's video, we're going to be finishing up in our series talking about the process of getting your prayers answered. And the reason why we put it into a process is to make it a step-by-step system so that you can send out a clear, concise message to God. When you send out a clear message, you have a much better chance of getting a clear answer, an exact answer. And so the first step, and the most important step in this entire process, is figuring out exactly what it is that you'd like to receive. Many people know what it is they don't want, but lots of people don't take the time to figure out exactly what it is they'd like to receive. Take the time to figure out what you'd like to receive, be detailed, be specific, write it down on a piece of paper, make a list if that's helpful, and get clear about it. Because vague, generic prayers result in vague, generic answers. If you want something specific, you have to pray specifically for it. Then we talked about visualization. A picture really is worth 1,000 words. If you can visualize what it is, you have a much better chance of communicating clearly to God exactly what it is you'd like to receive. Then we talked about sending out a strong, powerful signal. And the signal that carries our prayer is emotion. It's strong, positive emotions are like the gas pedal in our car. If visualization is the steering wheel trying to direct us to our final destination, then the gas pedal, positive emotions, love, joy, happiness, and especially gratitude, being grateful in advance for having received the answer to our prayer, just knowing that we have received the answer to our prayer, sends a very strong, powerful emotion. Now, know this, negative emotions are like the brake. Fear, worry, anxiety, doubt, all of those things are like stomping on the brake. And the more powerful they are, the harder you're stomping on the brake. So you want to focus on positive emotions, especially gratitude, being grateful that you have already received the answer to your prayer. Just knowing in advance, and you're just allowing it to happen. Then we talked about taking a little action in the direction of your dreams. You see, it's about getting all of your life in agreement, getting it all lined up, your thoughts, your feelings, your visualization, your speech, whatever you say when you talk about what it is you're saying in your prayers. Even when you're talking to other people, you want to be very consistent in your answers because God hears everything you think, feel, say, and do as a prayer. So you want to be consistent across the board so that you're sending out a consistent answer. So taking a little bit of action in the direction of your dreams. And it's not about making it happen. The action you want to take is action that says that I really am serious about my prayer. I'm backing up my words, my thoughts, my feelings and emotions with action to say, yes, I'm serious about this. And so you're looking not to make it happen, but to make room for the answer in your prayer in your life. So if you're looking for a car, go clean out the garage and make room in the garage, or go buy a key tag for that particular brand of car that you'd like. Or if you're looking for a relationship, then clean out a closet and make room for their clothes, or set 2 plates for dinner every night when you're eating. Those types of things. It's not that you're making it happen, it's that you're taking steps to say, okay, I have room in my life for what it is that I am seeking, for what I have prayed for. The prayer that is being answered by God, that I already know has been answered. So here it is, I'm going to have a new relationship, so here's the extra plate for this person because they're going to be here. They're already here. Then the next thing that we want to do in this process, and what we're going to focus on in today's video, is patience. What happens when you're waiting for the prayer to be answered? And the more positive and optimistic you are, the stronger the signals you're sending out, and the more actions that you're taking in the direction of your dreams, the much more quickly it's going to happen. But many times it can take days, weeks, months, or even longer for a prayer to be answered. One of the things you want to do is to start keeping your senses attuned to what's going on around you, because a lot of times you'll get what's sometimes referred to as a lead. It's a little hint in the direction where God doesn't always just dump it in your lap. Sometimes you'll overhear a conversation at the table next to you, two people that are talking to each other, and you can't not hear them. You're not trying to eavesdrop, but you overhear them, and you hear them talking about the subject you've been praying on, and they say something you've never thought about. Or you pick up a magazine article, and it talks about whatever it is that you were looking to receive. And consider it new information. If God is absolutely everything, then everything around you really is communicating with you. So consider that God's way of communicating back to you, giving you feedback. And don't be afraid of small beginnings. That's one of the keys, is that if you're looking for a new job, maybe you overhear something. I once got a job. I started praying for a job. I was specific. I wrote down a list on exactly what it is I'd like to receive. And I was sitting at Starbucks. And I was sitting there doing some work on the computer, and these two people sitting next to me started talking about a job that one of the guys was interviewing for. And he started talking about it, and he started listing all of the things about the job, and it was exactly what I was looking to receive, the kind of job I wanted. And I literally said in my head, well, I wonder what the name of the company is. And he literally said, and the company is. And so I went home and Googled the name of the company, made a phone call, followed up on it, and sure enough, they hired me, and I went to work for that company. The other guy got hired too. And so it wasn't like I was stealing a job for him. We both got hired. But I had been open to listening. I've been paying attention to what was going on around me and considering it feedback, because I was sitting there the whole time going, oh, that's the exact job I've been looking for. That's what I've been looking to receive. And so sometimes it's those small little leads, and then you have to kind of follow them up. Consider them kind of like a trail of breadcrumbs that you follow after. So look for magazine articles. Sometimes I've even heard of people getting their answers on the radio. They'll turn on the radio and a song comes on. It's like, oh, they listen to the lyrics and they have their aha. Or somebody approaches them out of the clear blue. I've had many of those instances where I would pray about something and then somebody would approach me out of the clear blue. I know one time I was trying to sell a car. It was such an old car and in such bad shape that when I bought a new car, the dealer wouldn't take it in as a trade-in. He said, I'm sorry, I can't give you anything for that car. And so I literally parked it in the driveway. I didn't have a for sale sign on it. I gave up after a while. I tried to sell it through some of the online ads and some of the other things, and I started praying. I said, God, show me who it is you'd like to have this car. And literally, one day, I got a knock on the front door. Go answer the door, and it's a guy, and he's going, I see you've got this old car over there. It doesn't look like it's moved in a while. Would you be interested in selling it? And I said, sure, make me an offer. He offered me $500 more than I was asking for. And the amazing thing is that he'd come out of what seemed like the clear blue. I didn't have a for sale sign on the car, but he was driving by and wanted the car. And so those types of things can happen. You just have to follow up whatever it is, any kind of hints, anything that's in the direction of what it is that you're praying about, take it as a hint. And you don't have to make a big deal of it. You're not going to have to go do anything illegal or anything strange or whatever. Many times it's just asking a question, making a simple follow-up. And so try to listen. Once you start praying and start listening to what's going on around you. Notice and ask yourself on a daily basis, does this have anything to do with what I've been praying about? And you'll be amazed at the kind of hints that you start to get. Sometimes they can be more than hint, it can be blaring and obvious. So keep that in mind. And one of the other things that you want to do is listen to your feelings and emotions when you think about it. Sometimes you'll just start to get this feeling inside you, your intuition, down deep side in your heart, is what many people call it, or in your gut. You'll get this gut instinct, well, I need to do this, or I should do that. And so follow those little instincts and just get out and about and do your daily deal. Follow those little intuitions that you get and listen to those hints that you get around you, because all of that is God communicating back to you. Remember, everything around you is God. So I hope you found this series on the process of getting your prayers answered helpful. And so feel free to pass this on to other people, and thank you and have a good day.